Hello students, about 3 days back we have posted the model question paper 2021-22 of the subject financial accounting from Educator Guru, and many students they asked for the answers also. So Educator Guru is very happy to get you the answers also, right? So we have answered all the questions, right? So my request is kindly share among your friends and subscribe for our channel to get the latest updates. We would like to serve the students community to the best of our effort, right? I wish all the students all the very best for your upcoming exams. And one more thing is, you please watch this video till end, where I am going to get you some important information about your exam in the last, right? So let us answer the questions section by section, right? So first section A, answer any 5 questions. Each question carries 5 marks. Here it is the answer. Model question paper answers for financial accounting 21-22 prepared by Educator Guru, Bangalore North University. So mention the process of accounting. How you do the process? It is very simple. It is called as identifying the transactions, record transactions in a journal or subsidiary books, posting the transaction to respective ledgers, balancing of accounts, preparation of trial balance, adjusting entries, adjusted trial balance, preparation of financial statement, analysis and interpretation, financial statements and communication of results. Students, what you can present this one in a very beautiful manner. You can make a circle. You can present it in a one small circle. Then it will be more attractive. I am giving the hint. I have not written because I am showing the way that how you can answer. When a process is there, that process can be what actually circled. Then it attracts the valuer. This is how you have to write that process of accounting. Next question. It's your first year PUC question. Bring out any 2 differences between journal and ledger. I need not say that. The journal and ledger, it is a book of original entry. It is a book of secondary entry. It is a daily record of transaction. It is periodical record. Narration is written. No narration is written. It is a chronological record of transaction. It is an analytical record of transaction. The information relating to one account is not found at one place. The information related to one account is found in one place. Why? Because this is a journal which contains, journal means day book or rough book, which contains all the transaction, whereas a ledger which contains what actually account by account. So that is the difference between journal and ledger. Define installment purchase system. Say whenever you say define, you are supposed to say one person definition, right? It is not general meaning. Usually it will be a person who has defined according to him, you are supposed to write. So I have given you define installment. So I have given the oldest and the best person which is in the accounts according to J.B. Botley Boy. Installment purchase is a system under which there is an agreement to purchase and pay the installments, the goods which becomes property of the purchaser immediately when he receives the delivery of the same. You can take the example when you buy clothes, right? 2000 rupees worth clothes, you have paid 500. The remaining 1500 you are going to pay in 3 installment. It is very simple. When you have bought the cloth, then when you have paid the 500 rupees installment, that is a down payment, immediately you will become owner of the property. Even if you fail to pay any installment, he cannot take back the goods. That is what actually the installment system. So for all such type of goods, we adopt what actually installment system. So that is called as when he becomes immediately owner of the goods. Next question. Bring out any 2 differences of hire purchase system, 2 features of hire purchase system. Hire purchase is an agreement between the 2 parties called hire vendor and hire purchaser. Vendor is called as seller. The agreement provides for parting the possession of the goods by the seller with an option to purchase or hire the goods by buyer. Payment for the goods will be made by hire purchaser in installments. If the hire purchaser pays all installments, the ownership of the goods will be transferred on payment of the last installment, resulting in the transaction in purchase. So this is very very important. So the difference between hire purchase and installment is different. In hire purchase, you will become owner of the goods only after paying the last installment. Assuming that you will buy a car on hire purchase, you will not become immediately owner of the goods, because on behalf of you would have taken loan, right? It will be hypothecated and you will pay the last installment, then you will become the owner. Till that time you are not the owner, but that is system is called as hire purchase, whereas in installment you will become immediately owner of the goods. That is the difference you can understand between hire purchase and installment. Mention the methods of maintaining departmental accounts. Singular method and columnar method. There are two methods. First one is singular method, the other one is columnar method. When separate books of accounts are maintained for each department, the system is called as singular method. When common books of accounts are maintained for all departments, showing details of each department, is columnar form. So either they may follow singular or they may call what actually columnar, right? Combine and divide, which is called as what do you mean by methods of maintaining departmental accounts. Next question. Bring out any two objectives of departmental accounts. Objectives of department: to enable the concern, ascertain the result and performance trend of each department; to enable the management to take decision regarding extent of investment or disinvestment to be made in each department; to continuance or discontinuance of loss making or low profit making department; to provide a basis for remunerating the employees of various departments. It is very simple. Say why we want departmental account. When you club and do it in one column, assuming there are three departments, that is X, Y, Z, right? You have seen that one. You are get a profit of 5 lakhs, but we will not be knowing that profit is it from X or Y or Z. But if you follow departmental store, then departmental account, then you will come to that X is getting what, Y is getting what, and Z is getting what. Then F and Y they are getting profit, then Z is not getting, then how to regenerate, then how to get it, then is it possible to continue or discontinue. Those are the things what they have given the objectives of what actually the departmental accounts, right? Next, mention the features of dependent branches. So what is dependent branches? Independent branches, dependent branches. Dependent branches means the goods will be supplied by the head office and it will be sold in the market. Whereas independent branches is apart from the goods supplied by the head office, then it buys the goods also from outside. That is called as independent branches. Here they have asked to mention the features of dependent branches. That means goods will be supplied only by the head office. Goods are supplied by the head office. Branch has no right to purchase goods directly. Head office can supply the goods either at cost price or at invoice price. Branch is required to sell the goods either for cash or credit or for both, depending on the instructions of head office. It is very simple. Everything is dependent, right? So these are the features of dependent branches. Now section B. Second question. State accounting principles. Explain any one of them. Say it is very simple. I have given you the accounting concepts and accounting conventions. They are all what actually accounting principles. So I have given you the different concepts: business entity concept, money measurement concept, dual aspect concept, going concern concept, accounting period concept, matching concept, realization concept, cost concept, accrual concept, legal aspect concept. These are the different concepts. Then accounting conventions: convention of materiality, convention of conservatism, then convention of consistency, then convention of full disclosure. You just mention whatever that is possible, how you are supposed to. As a commerce student, you are supposed to remember all these things. This is called as one type of case study, if I am right, right? Where they can ask you the question like that also, right? So you can explain, just I will explain you one or two business entity concepts. Say entity means that is your identity is different. As a individual and as a businessman, you are different. Assuming that I have started my business by putting 1 lakh, right? When I say that 1 lakh, from the individual point of view, it is investment. But from the business point of view, it is capital, it is a liability. That is called as what I mean by entity concept. Then money measurement concept. What is money measurement concept? For all transaction, you should have the value of money. Say, I cannot say I have bought some goods. No, you should mention for how much you have bought goods. That is called as what do you mean by money measurement concept. Dual concept. What is dual concept? For every debit, there should be a corresponding credit. Right? It cannot be one way. It should be what actually two way. Likewise, you can explain that any one of that matching concept, realization concept, cost concept, you can just say or convention of materiality. Whatever. Convention is what actually the tradition that what you have followed is called as you cannot what actually change, right? So that is very important. That is called as what actually convention. So if you write like this, then you will get 4 marks. That is the second question under section B, right? This is how you have to answer. Now, question number 3 in section B. On 1/4/2018, XY Company Limited took a delivery of ABC Company Limited, a machine on hire purchase system, rupees 1,500 being paid on delivery, and the balance in 5 annual installments of rupees 3,000. That means each installment is the same amount. So 5 into 3, it comes to 15,000, right? Each payable annually on 31st March. The cash price of the machine was rupees 15,000. Calculate the interest for each year. So here they have given the installment, but we do not know what is the installment amount includes the interest. So that we have to calculate, right? So very simple way of calculating. HPP, that is hire purchase price, is equal to down payment plus total installment amount. That is down payment is 1,500 and 3,000 is each installment into 5 installments. So 1,500 plus 15,000, it comes to 16,500. So HPP is 16,500. So hire purchase price is 16,500. Total interest payable for all the 5 installments, that is HPP minus cash price. So 16,500 is HPP. They have given the cash price of 15,000. So difference between the HPP and cash price is total interest is how much actually 1,500. Even it can be calculated even each installment also, that is possible, that I will tell you later on. But in this problem, then how we should do it? 1,500. Then calculation of interest on the basis of installment ratio. Now when interest rate has not been given, we are supposed to calculate the interest on the basis of installment ratio. So it is very simple. It is first installment is 3,000, next it comes to 6,000, 9,000, 12,000, 15,000. Very simple. Each installment is 3,000 means 3,000, next it is 6,000, 9,000, 12,000, 15,000. Our total is 15,000 minus one installment, it comes to 12,000, then 9,000, then 6,000, then 3,000. Either this way or that way, it is one and the same. You make a ratio. So 3,000, 6,000, 9,000, 12,000, 15,000 means 3 ones are, 3 twos are, 3 threes are, 3 fours are, 3 fives are. So 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. It is very simple. 9, 12 plus 3 is how much actually? 15. So you know how to calculate the ratio. It is 1,500 is the total, what actually the interest, 1,500 into 5 by 15, 1,500 into 4 by 15, 1,500 into 3 by 15, 1,500 into 2 by 15, then 1,500 into 1 by 15. Then each installment interest is 500, 400, 300, 200, then 100. So when you add, then it comes to 1500. So it is very simple. What they have asked you the question, they just say that the question paper says that calculate the interest for each year. Each year interest is, that is 500, 400, 300, 200 and 100. Okay. Now question number 4. Mr. P purchased a machine on hire purchase system. He pays rupees 10,000 as initial payment. Initial payment is called as down payment. And rupees 8,000, 7,000, rupees 6,000 at the end of second year, fourth year, sixth year. So it is not every year, every alternative years. So you must be careful with the problem. It is not first year, second year, third year. It is second year, fourth year, sixth year, right? So keep that one in what actually mind. Interest is charged by the vendor 10% per annum at 2 yearly rest on the unpaid balance. That means your interest rate for 1 year is 10%, but for 2 years it becomes 20%. So this is the trick of the problem. So what you should do, you should take 20%, not what actually 10%, right? Calculate the cash price of the machine. So whenever it has been given like this, it is called as back calculation. Many times that whatever they do, that they do it out actually in the tabular form. But my method is a simplest way of using arithmetic back calculation. I will show you how to do it, right? So I have given you the note. Interest chargeable per annum is 10% per annum, but installment is payable once in 2 years. Therefore, for 2 years, interest rate is 20%. Calculation should be done for 20%, not for 10%. Then let the cost be 100, add 20% interest, then it becomes automatically 120, because always installment amount includes interest, because installment amount always or usually includes interest amount. Calculation of cash price, I have written back calculation. So in back calculation, what you have to do, you have to come from the last installment, that is called as third installment. Third installment is 6,000, which includes interest. How much interest includes? It is 20%. So interest 6,000 into 20 divided by 120, or you can say that for 120 it is 20, for 6,000 it is how much? Just one calculation I will show you. 20 divided by 120 into 6,000, then it becomes how much actually? 1,000. It is called as what? 0 0 cancels, 2 ones are 6 are 6 ones are 6, then it comes how much actually? 1,000. So minus interest, then it comes to 5,000. Then add the second installment. The second installment is 7,000. So after deducting the interest from the last installment, then the next previous installment is add 7,000, then becomes 12,000. Minus interest again, that is the same way, 12,000 into 20 divided by 120, then it becomes 2,000, then it comes automatically 10,000. Then again add first installment 8,000, then it becomes 18,000. Less interest 18,000 into 20 by 120, then it becomes 3,000, then it is how much actually? 15,000. Then this 15,000 does not includes what actually? The down payment. If you add down payment of 10,000, then it becomes cash price. Then 15,000 plus 10,000, 25,000 becomes what actually? Cash price. This is how you have to calculate. This is one of the methods. Even you can do it in the table method when you have seen the textbook. But this is a method where I was doing when I was studying BCom. This is the easiest method of calculating cash price, which is called as back calculation method. Now question number 5. Mention the basis of apportionment for the following indirect expenditures of departmental accounts: discount allowed, insurance premium, recreation expenses, carriage outwards, depreciation machinery, canteen expenses, electricity bill, rent and rates. Do not worry, it is very simple. You can do it on the basis of using your common sense, right? So very simple. Discount allowed, always it is on what actually? Net sales ratio. Depreciation machinery, value of machinery or floor space occupied, either on the value of machinery or floor space occupied. Insurance premium, ratio of value of subject matter insured. To what extent that you have insured, on that basis you are supposed to what actually, assuming 1 lakh, 2 lakh, it should be in the ratio of 1:2. Canteen expenses, number of workers of each department, because canteen expenses means you know that you all go to what actually cafe, then you know that how it be the expenses will be divided on the number of persons. Here it is called as number of workers of each department. Then recreation expenses, number of workers of each department, the same way, canteen or recreation. Recreation means, that means refreshment. That electricity bills, number of light points or floor space, whatever that. Say, if floor space has not been given, then you can say number of light points. If number of light points has not been given, it is called as actually floor space of each department. Carriage outwards, carriage outwards is called as always on sales, which is called as ratio of net sales. Then rent and rates, same thing, floor space occupied by the each department or the ratio whatever it has been given. So always floor space is the base for rent and rates. This is how we have to work out the differentiate. So you need not worry, I have what actually jumbled, because I have not done that in the same order, just I have jumbled and done that one, so that you will come to know very easily. Now question number 6. A Limited with its head office in Bangalore has a branch in Mysore. You are given the following particulars relating to Mysore branch for the year ended 31/3/2021. Stock at branch on 1/4/2020, it is called as opening balance, because the closing balance is 31/3/2021. So 1/4/2020 is opening balance 32,600. Petty cash at branch 1/4/2020 110. Goods sent to branch 45,600. Goods returned by branch 3,900. Cash sales at branch 71,900. Cash sent to branch for expenses. Salaries 12,800. Rent 3,000. Petty cash 2,600. Stock at branch on 31/3/2021 31,100. Petty cash at branch 31/3/2000, it is 90. When you have a opening balance, you should have a closing balance. You should always remember you will have both the balances, right? Prepare branch account in the books of head office. So here it is very easy. Only one thing is you have to prepare the accounts. What is the account that you have to prepare? Everything has been given. This is in the books of A Limited, Bangalore head office, Mysore branch account for the year ended 31st March 2021. Particulars amount, debit, credit. Opening balance starts with, to stock at branch 32,600, to petty cash at branch 110. It is opening balance which has been given in the problem as it is. Goods sent to branch, it is 45,600. Sent to branch has been given like this. If it is written, it comes on the other side. By goods sent to branch, I have written within the column, that is written 3,900. Students, you have one more option. What you can do is, here only you can write 45,600 less written 3,900. You can write the ultimate balance also, like what you are doing, what actually in your trading account in first year PUC, that is two purchases less returns. In the similar fashion also you can write goods sent to branch 45,600 less returns 3,900. The ultimate balance also you can write either this way or that way you can write. But many textbooks and many teachers, they follow this system. That's why I have written like that only, right? To bank account, whatever the expenses has been sent by the head office, salaries, rent, petty cash, right? You write it is 18,400. Then they have given what actually cash sales 71,900, right? Then you write the closing balance by closing stock at branch 37,100, by closing stock at cash at branch it is 90. You see that 110 rupees was the opening balance, closing balance is 90, means you have spent how much actually? 20 rupees. Once again you can come back to what actually your single entry system of bookkeeping. The difference between the opening balance and closing balance, either it is called as profit or loss. Likewise, the opening balance of cash and closing balance cash, it is very simple. How much you have spent, you can easily find out. Then find out what is the profit. Profit of the branch is 16,280. That will be transferred to profit transfer to general profit and loss account. So this is a method very easy finding out what actually the branch profit, right, but has been recorded in the books of head office. Okay, now section C. Students, even though they have asked 3 questions, 5 questions, I have answered all the questions, right? For me, no choice. For you, you have a choice. But my request with the students is always try to work out one problem extra or one theory question extra in theory papers, right? One problem extra in practical papers. Do it, because we will not be knowing in the tension what type of mistakes that we might have committed. Better if you have done one problem extra, it is very easy to score out of out, right? So from the following information, prepare accounting equation. It is very simple. You have done what is accounting equation. It is called as asset minus liability is equal to capital, or liability plus capital is equal to asset from first year PUC. That is called as accounting equation. See, the same accounting equation now we have to write for the transaction. Say 1/4/2000, Rajni started business with capital of rupees 5 lakh. 2/4/21 purchased furniture for rupees 25,000. That means for cash. 5/4/21 bought goods on credit from Vinay for rupees 80,000. 16/4/2021 sold goods to Ramesh for rupees 50,000. 17/4/21 received cash from Ramesh 30,000. Cash purchases, that means goods purchased for cash. I have given cash purchases. It is very simple, either cash purchases or goods purchased for cash 22,000. Cash sales, that is also called as goods sold for cash or sold goods for cash, but I have written cash sales to change the system. Paid rent, it is 12,000. Then paid Vinay rupees 30,000 on account. Returned goods to Vinay rupees 8,000. So what you have to do is whether asset is increases or asset is decreasing, and the other mechanism whether liability is increasing or liability is decreasing. That is the effect that you have to show for the each transaction, and for each one you have to write the new equation. Very simple concept, right? Very simple concept. Now just show you how to work it out, right, from the examination point of view. In the books of Rajini, effect of transactions on asset, liabilities and capital, right? Date, transaction, effect, asset is equal to liabilities plus capital. Started business with cash 5 lakh. Started business with cash. You just remember the journal entry, cash account data to capital account. Cash is coming, capital is also increased. So increase in cash, increase in capital. I have written in for 2, 3 and then I have not written. This symbol shows increase, the other way it shows decrease. So 5 lakh, 0, no liability 0, plus capital 5 lakh. Now what is your new equation? Your new equation is 5 lakh 0 plus 5 lakh. That means asset is equal to liability. Purchase furniture for rupees 25,000. When you purchase a furniture, asset what happens actually increases, right? Whereas cash what actually decreases. That means 1 plus 1 minus, plus 25,000 minus 25,000. Net change is 0. Again your equation is 5 lakh and 5 lakh, because no change. One asset is coming, the one asset is going out. Next, bought goods on credit from Vinay rupees 80,000. So when you bought goods on credit, that means stock is what actually increasing, asset, which is called as asset increasing. Whereas your liability also increases because you have to pay Mr. Vinay. So increase in asset, increase in liability. Then what have to do? Increase in, that is asset, stock increases, that is 50. So 5 lakh plus 80, it becomes so much, 5 lakh 80. Then liability 0 was there, now I have to pay whom actually? The other one 80 plus 5 lakh. So 5 lakh 80 is equal to 80 plus 5 lakh. Once again this is how much actually? 5 lakh 80, 5 lakh 80. Next, sold goods to Ramesh rupees 50,000. That means goods sold to Ramesh means it is on credit. When it is credit, it is very simple. Debtors increases because we have to receive from Ramesh. Stock decreases. Once again 1 plus 1 minus. So effect is 0. Once again it becomes 5 lakh 80. Then 80 plus 5 lakh. I have written this separately. Why? Because you shown that liability plus capital. Always you say that asset is equal to liability plus capital. So new equation is 5 lakh 80 is equal to 80 plus 5 lakh. Then received cash from Ramesh 30,000. When you receive cash from Ramesh, what happens? Cash balance increases, but debtor balance decreases. So it is opposite. So once you say that 1 plus 1 minus, the net effect is 0. 5 lakh 80 is equal to 80 plus 5 lakh. Cash purchases. This is also like that only. When your stock increases, cash decreases. 1 plus 1 minus. That means the net effect is 0. 5 lakh 80 is equal to 80 plus 5 lakh. It is once again 5 lakh 80, 5 lakh 80. Cash sales. This is also like that. Cash sales means goods are going out, but cash is coming in. So cash means asset increases, but other asset what actually decreases. Stock what actually decreases. A plus 18 minus 18. Net effect is 0. 5 lakh 80 is equal to 80 plus 5 lakh. Rent paid. Here you must be careful. Here you must be damn careful. When you pay rent, your cash will decrease, but your capital will also decrease. Sir, you may ask how it is. Very simple. Say the main aim of business is either to get profit or to incur loss. When you have paid rent, it is very simple. When you have paid rent, then your expenditure goes. That means you are incurring expenditure, means it is paying out of your capital. We should assume you are paying out of your capital. Then what happens actually? Cash decreases, capital also decreases. So 5 lakh 20 minus 1200, it comes to 5 lakh 78,800. Then plus it is 1200. What actually it is on the other way. That means you have to minus, that is within bracket whatever you write, it is cash going out. You should remember cash is going out. This is the concept of what actually recent commerce. Instead of writing minus, you should write what actually within bracket like this. When you write within bracket, that means it is going out. So very simple. 5 lakh 80 minus 1200, 5 lakh 78,800. This 80,000 no effect. This 5 lakh minus 1200, then it comes to 4 lakh 98,800. If you add, then it comes to how much actually? 5 lakh 78,800. That means asset is equal to liability. Then paid Vinay rupees 30,000. When you pay Vinay 30,000, cash decreases and liability also decreases. How much? Both they said 30,000. 5 lakh 80,000. That means cash decreased by 30,000. Then it comes to 5 lakh 48,800 our asset. Then our liability, it was 80,000. We have paid 30,000. That means we have payable only 50,000. So 4 lakh 98,800. There is no effect for that. So it is when you add this one, it comes to 5 lakh 48,000, 5 lakh 48,000. The last one, return goods to Vinay. When you return the goods, very simple, our goods is going out means stock is coming down. That means asset is coming down. And at the same time, whatever that we have to pay to Mr. Vinay is also what actually coming down. So minus, I have written to better you understand. And both the sides I have not written what actually the brackets, because let you understand, here I have written minus, here I have written put brackets. Both these things are one and the same. It is showing decrease means it is going out. So 5 lakh 48,800 minus 8,000, it comes to 5 lakh 40,800. Then it is 50,000 minus 8,000 is 42,000. This remains same, 4 lakh 98,800. So 5 lakh 40,800, 5 lakh 40,800. This is called as accounting equation. You have to do it in the similar fashion for your final exam. Okay. Now 8th problem. Mr. R purchases a motor car on hire purchase system from S Motors on 1/4/2018. He pays a 10,000 down payment and rupees 8,000, 7,000, 6,000 at the end of first, second and third year respectively. So it is yearly. Interest is charged by the vendor at 20% per annum. Mr. R writes off 10% per annum on diminishing balance method. Prepare necessary ledger accounts in the books of Mr. R under asset accrual method. Say here, students, you see that I have given like this under asset accrual, prepare necessary ledger account. But for 10 marks, it is too much. They will ask either one or two ledger accounts, not everything, because you have to show the calculation and do the problem also. It takes lot of time and the number is only 10 marks. But I have given you for your practice, that is I have prepared that they may ask only two ledger accounts, right? So once again, this is back calculation. They have not given cash price. When they have not given cash price, they have given only 10,000 down payment. They have given what actually the installment amount. So you are supposed to calculate first cash price. Why you have to calculate cash price? Unless you calculate cash price, you cannot calculate what actually the depreciation. And unless you calculate that is each installment interest, you cannot do anything. So one is attached to the another. So it is very simple. I told you my method is cash price is not the table method, it is back calculation method. So here it is there, calculation of cash price, back calculation I have written. Third year last installment 6,000 less interest 6,000 into 20 by 120. So 1,000, 5,000, because installment amount includes always interest. I have already shown you that is what actually 100 plus 20, it becomes what actually 120. So 5,000, then add second installment 12,000 minus interest 2,000, then 10,000, then add the first installment 18,000 minus interest, then 15,000, add down payment, then you will get what actually cash price. Cash price is how much actually 25,000. Then calculation of depreciation, which I have learnt in second year PUC, cash price 25,000, not for higher purchase price because which includes interest. You are supposed to do it for cash price. Minus depreciation for first year, 10% of 25,000 is 22,500. So next year it becomes 22,500. Less depreciation for second year, 10% of 22,500, 2,250. Then it becomes 20,250. Less depreciation for third year, 10% of 20,250 is 2,025. Then it comes how much actually 18,225. So the closing balance of the machine is 18,225. That means it is almost machinery account. If you write debit side, credit then it becomes actually machinery account, right? So this is how you should do. Without calculation you cannot, right? You cannot do it what actually in your mouth. You have to show the calculation to get marks. Then calculation of cash price of each installment, most important, each installment. Installment amount minus interest is equal to cash price. I have already told you, you can calculate the cash price what actually even with what actually for each installment. 8,000 is the first installment minus 3,000 interest, then it becomes 5,000. 7,000 minus 2,000, then it becomes okay 5,000. 6,000 minus 1,000 is equal to 5,000. These calculation we have already done earlier. Here it is there. If you see here, you will get that 3,000, 2,000, 1,000. I have minus from each installment. You have got the cash price. Next, you are supposed to prepare ledger accounts. So first in the books of R, motor car account. Motor car account 1/4/2018 to bank you have paid down payment 10,000, right? Then you are due how much actually 5,000. By depreciation how much actually 2,500. Balance it is 12,500. So this 5,000 is what? The 5,000 installment of the cash price of the first installment. You are supposed to write only the cash price. You are not supposed to write what actually installment amount. That is called as asset accrual method. As and when they comes, then it will be taken into account, right? So two balance brought down 12,500. Again next year it is how much actually 5,000. Again depreciation 2,050. Balance is 15,250. Then again next year is 5,000. Again depreciation 2,025. Balance is 18,225. 18,225. So this motor car account I had told you we have already done here. Here we have done, right? We have written that one in the exact format. Then we have to show what actually the motors account. Yes, motors account. It is very simple. We are due to him how much actually 5,000 first installment plus interest how much actually 3,000. The first installment paid to bank how much actually 8,000. 5,000 plus 3,000 we have paid 8,000. It is closed. Then by motor car again 5,000. Second year interest is 2,000. 7,000. 7,000 close. Next by motor car amount how much actually 5,000. Then interest is 1,000. Bank 6,000. So very simple. that year only it will be closed, right? Each installment along with what I say cash price along with interest, it has been paid. Now you are supposed to prepare two more accounts. One is depreciation account. You know that whenever any nominal account is prepared, it will be closed like a human being. When we are born, we are supposed to die. In the similar fashion, when you have opened the nominal account, right, that expenses are income as per the American system, expenses are income, that will be closed. How it will be closed? It will be transferred to profit and loss account. So depreciation account, motor car 2500 by profit loss account 2500. This is first year depreciation. Second year depreciation, motor car 2250 by profit account 2250. Then again third year 2025, then transfer to 2025. In this similar fashion, we are paying interest. It is also a loss, right? So first year paying 3000, transfer to profit loss account 3000. Then again second year 2000, then again transfer to profit and loss account. Then third year 1000, transfer to profit and loss account. This is very simple, very simple concept. But they may ask you only two accounts. According to me, that is, I may hope that you may get motor car account and the what actually are purchaser account. That means the owner account. But here I have asked you all the ledger accounts. I have prepared all the ledger accounts. Okay, students. Now, problem number 9. The trading and profit loss account of GE Radio and Gramophone Equipment Company for 6 months ended 31/3/2018 is presented to you following form. You should underline 6 months ended, most important. That means it is only 6 months. It is not for 1 year. You should bear it in mind. That means it has been started only 6 months back, right? So that means you cannot have opening stock, but you will have closing stock, right? So trading and profit account, purchases radio, which is called as A, which has been given in the problem, 1,70,000, 40,700. Gramophones B, 90,600. Spare parts 64,600. Salaries and wages 48,000. Sales radio 1,50,000. Gramophones 1,00,000. Spare parts 25,000. Stock on 31/3/2018, radio 60,100, gramophone 20,300, spare parts 44,600. Because it has started only 6 months back, that means you cannot have opening, but you will have what actually closing stock. Then the other expenses, rent 10,800, sundry expenses 11,000, profit 34,300, 4 lakh, 4 lakh. Prepare departmental accounts for each of the three departments A, B and C stated above after taking into account the following. Number 1. Salaries and wages comprise as follows. Showroom 3/4 and workshop 1/4. It was decided to allocate the showroom salaries and wages in the ratio of 1:4 between departments A and B. Right? Departments A and B. Right? Radio and gramophone are sold at showroom and spare parts at the workshop, right? So where it is called spare part is called as what actually the workshop, most important workshop. The workshop rent is rupees 500 per month. 500 per month means, that means it is how many months it is old? 6 months old. So 500 into 6, it becomes 3,000. The rent of the showroom is to be divided equally between A and B. Sundry expenses are to be allocated on the basis of turnover. What is turnover? The turnover is called as sales ratio. Turnover is also called as sales ratio of each department, right? Now, we have to work out the problem. Students, one small correction in the question paper. Say wages and ratio actually 1:2. Instead of 1:4, it is 1:2. One small correction. Even you can do it for 1:4 only, but I have done the problem for 1:2. So we can make correction, it is 1:2. It is 1:2 or 1:4, 1:5, it is one and the same, whatever has been given, right? So you take that, it's a clerical error that I have done. So for that I am telling you, I am sorry for it, but it is 1:2 you take. So calculation not for 1:4, it is 1:2. So let us what actually go for the calculation 1/4. Total rent is how much actually? 10,800. Right? Workshop rent 500 into 6 months, it is how much actually? 3,000. 5,500 into 6 months is 3,000. So it comes to 7,100. It will be divided equally between A and B. So divided by equally means 3,900, 3,900. Then salaries, wages. Total is how much actually? 48,000. Minus workshop is how much actually? 1/4. It is 12,000. 1/4 of 48,000 is 12,000. The remaining is 36,000 divided between A and B. This is where I have told you, I have done it 1:2. Actually, it was 1:4, but I have done it 1:2. So I will make a correction. So sorry, but you also take it as 1:2. That is 12,000 and 24,000. That means you can work out the problem twice. You can take 1:2. Then after repeating the problem, you can take 1:4. Then also you will get the same thing. And next, sales ratio, which is called as turnover. Sales is 1,50,000, 1 lakh, then 25,000, that is ABC. So ratio is 25,000 ones are, 25,000 fourth are, 25,000 six are, 6:4:1. So I have done all the calculation, show the calculation. Now we will show you how to actually do the departmental trading and profit and loss account. Particulars ABC total, particulars ABC total, debit, credit. Two purchases, they have given 1,40,700, 90,600, 64,600, 2,95,900. Salaries, wages 12,000, 24,000, 12,000. It has been done here. You can see that 12,000, 12,000, then 24,000, 12,000, 24,000, 12,000, 12,000, 24,000 and 12,000. It is 48,000. Rent 3,100, 3,100, 3,000, total 10,800. Sundry expenses ratio 6:4:1. 6 they have written 6:4:1. 6,000, 4,000, 1,000, 11,000. Then sales 1,50,000, 1,25,000, 2,75,000. Closing stock 60,100, 20,300, 44,600, 1,25,000. Say one department is getting profit, two departments are getting loss. Say why we prepare departmental account? It is for that sake which department is getting profit and which department is getting incurring loss. Say here I will show you in the problem the total profit of all the three departments together which has been 34,300. But when we prepare the departmental account, then we will come to know that department A is getting 47,000 rupees, 47,500 profit, whereas department B is incurring a loss of 2,200 and department C is incurring a loss of 11,000. So when you do this, then we'll come to know that whether we should continue with the department or we should regenerate that department. So that is very important. For that sake, we prepare a departmental accounts. So that profit and loss naturally will be transferred. That is 47,500 carried down. Then net loss carried down is how much? 2,211,000. This is how we have to prepare what actually department trading and profit and loss account. Alright, I hope you understood. One correction you please make, that is 1:, not 4, it is 1:2. Thank you. Now problem number 10. XYZ Limited with its head office in Bangalore has a branch at Mysore. Goods are supplied to the branch at cost. Most important, there are two things. One is supplying at the cost, other one is supplying at invoice price. Say when you are supplying at cost, there is no calculation of stock reserve. What is stock reserve? Excluding the profit is called as stock reserve. That means it is there which has been included, take out. But in case of sending goods at the cost, no problem, direct. The expenses of the branch are paid from Bangalore and the branch keeps a sales ledger and debtors ledger only. From the following information supplied by the branch, prepare branch account and branch debtors account in the books of head office. You have to prepare branch account and branch debtors account. Both the things that you have to prepare, right? Then particulars amount is there, that is stock at branch on 1/4/2020, opening balance 16,700, goods sent to branch during there 48,600, total sales at branch 78,300. Total sales means what? Which includes both cash and credit, right? So you must be very well, that is called as total sales. Cash sales 19,300. So from this if you minus, then you will get credit sales, very simple. Cash received from debtors 54,400. Petty cash at branch 1/4/2020 220. Goods returned by the branch 5,900. Goods sent to branch for expenses, salary 13,200, petty cash 2,600, rent 3,200, total it is how much actually? 19,000. Stock at branch on 31/3/2021 20,800. Petty cash at branch on 31/3/2000 Debtors at branch on 31/3/2000 it is 18,300. So these are the information which has been given. Now what we have to do is we have to prepare. When you prepare, you must be very careful. First, total debtors. Branch debtors account different from total debtors. So what is the difference? Total debtors is the goods which have sold together for all the persons is called as what actually? Total debtors. Branch debtor means we are due only to what actually the branch. That is called as what actually? Branch debtors account. They have asked the branch account and branch debtors account, but you are supposed to do what actually? Total debtors account. Why you have to do total debtors account? They have given cash received from debtors. They have given the closing balance of debtors. We have find out what actually credit sales 78,000 minus 19,300 credit sales, but they have not given opening balance of debtors. So when you have a closing balance, you should have opening balance unless and otherwise it is started recently, right? It has started 6 months back, it has started 8 months back, it has started 3 months back, then you may not have opening balance. But it has started 3 years back, that means you should have opening balance, you should have what actually closing balance. So for what purpose we have prepared total debtors account means whatever that has been mentioned here, that is blocked, which is called as balancing figure. It is called as balancing figure, right? For what purpose we have find out is to find out the opening balance of debtors. Then next, in the books of XYZ the head office Mysore branch account for the year ending 31/3/21, stock at branch 16,700, debtors at branch, you see here we have found out 13,700, we have written 13,700, petty cash at branch 220, goods sent to branch 48,600, and the salary 13,200, petty cash 2,600, rent 3,200, total it is 19,000. By goods sent to branch return, I have already told you what you can do. 48,600 you can write here inner column, less returns 5,100, then you can write it the outer column, the remaining one, or debit side and credit side. You can write anyway, it is one and the same. By bank account, cash sales 19,300, received from debtors 54,400. So total we have remitted 73,700. Stock at branch 20,800, debtors at branch 18,300, then petty cash at branch, it is how much actually? 200, right? So everything has been given in the problem. So we have to write that one. It is very simple. Opening it was 220, now it is 200, means we have spent how much once again? That is 20. So what is the profit? 20,680 is the profit of the branch. It will be transferred to general profit and loss account. Now we have to prepare branch debtors account. Branch debtors account. To balance brought down 13,700, correct? Then Mysore branch 13,700. Then by branch account it is how much? 18,300. 18,300. By balance carried down 18,300. So we are filling those columns as per the account, that is branch debtors account we have to prepare. So this is very simple. You can do this debtors account if you have done the total debtors account properly. Otherwise, you cannot prepare branch debtors account. This is how to prepare, right, from the examination point of view. Now, problem number 11. Sanshu stores invoices goods to its Hyderabad branch at 20% profit on sales price. 20% on sales price, not on cost price. Cost is different, sales is different. On sales price means it is direct calculation. That is, for 100 it is 20, for so much it is so much. If it is cost price, then you have to assume let the cost be 100, add 20%, then it becomes 120. But here It is direct calculation 20% on sales price. So whatever it is, on cost percentage is equal to on sales percentage. It is one and the same, but 25% on cost is equal to 20% on sales. This is what you have learned, what actually were 8th 9th standard, right? On cost is equal to on sales. So here on sales means it is direct calculation. You should feel happy. Pray God, let them give sales price only, not cost price. If they get cost price, don't worry, but you have to do simple calculation. The branch sends cash daily to the head office, and all expenses are paid by the head office except for petty expenses which are met by the branch manager. From the following particulars, prepare branch account with necessary workings. Very, very important, with necessary workings in the books of Sunshu stores. Stock on 1/4/2020 IP. What is IP? IP is called as invoice price. So don't think that something it is. It is invoice price. Invoice price 15,000. This invoice price includes profit. Very important. Includes profit. Right? You are supposed to exclude profit. Right? That is why we write. So why they have written on the debit side, where they have written on the credit side means on the credit side when you say it is called as excluding the profit, which is called as reserve, which is called as reserve. Right? Debtors on 1/4/2020 9,000. Cash on hand 1/4/2020 400. Furniture on 1/4/2020 1,200. Goods received from head office IP, again invoice price 80,000. Goods returned to head office IP 1,000. Goods returned by debtors 480. Cash received from debtors 30,000. Cash sales 50,000. Total sales 50,000 again. So total sales is 50,000. Cash sales is how much actually? 80 minus 50. I hope you can get credit sales how much actually? 30,000. Discount allowed to debtors 300. Expenses paid by head office, rent 1,200, salary 2,400, stationery 300. Petty expenses paid by the branch 280. So here we go wrong with so many concepts, right? Say you should be very careful here with the problem. Cash on hand 1/4/2020 400, right? The expenses paid by the branch only. Branch is 280. Out of that 400, you must have paid what actually 280. So remaining is 120. So you must be careful with such type of transaction. Stock on 31/3/21. Invoice price 14,000. Depreciation furniture at 10% per annum. So very simple. Whenever IP is given, remember students, you have to write on the opposite side reserve account. On the opposite side reserve account, wherever IP is there, effective transaction must be given. What is that? You are supposed to exclude the profit. That's all. You are supposed to exclude the profit. So first, we have to prepare total debtors account. For what sake? They have given the opening balance, they have given the credit sales, they have given the cash received from debtor, we have given sales returns, they have given what actually discount, but they have not given closing balance. So we have to find out closing balance. So balance brought down 9,000 to credit sales 80 minus 50. Credit sales is how much actually 50,000. Cash received is 30,000. Sales returns is 480. Discount allowed 300. So balancing figure is closing balance of debtors is 8,220. Then you have to prepare in the books of Sunshu Hyderabad branch account for the year ended 31/3/2021. To stock at branch 15,000. If you say that, you can say it is IP. Very simple. It is called as IP. When you say IP, then what you should do, you should take out what actually on the other way, the reserves also. You are supposed to take out a reserves also. So that is the most important concept. Here you see 15,000. Here I have written stock reserve 15,000 into 20 by 100. 2,500. That means direct 20% of 15,000. I have written how much actually 3,000. This is where whenever IP is there, the opposite entry will be there. Then next, debtors at branch 9,000 opening balance, to cash at branch 400, furniture at branch 1,200, goods sent to branch 80,000. It is also IP. Goods returned to head office, that is also IP. So I have shown you, hitherto I was explaining. Now I have done that method also. 80,000, then 1,000 deduct, the amount is 79,000. So instead of writing on the other side, I have written. So why I did it like that? Everything is IP. When IP is there, you are supposed to write what actually reserves. When I write here, then I have to write here, then I have to write here. You can avoid confusions. 80,000 minus 1,000, it is 79,000. It is at IP. Then they have given what actually so many expenses: bank rent 1,200, salary 2,400, stationery 300, 3,900. Then bank cash sales 50,000, received from debtors 30,000, total is 80,000. Stock at branch, it is how much actually? 14,000. Then once you say stock at branch 14,000, it is IP. Intentionally first I have not written. Why means so that you will understand. If I write AP, that means you have to concentrate on that. Debtors at branch 8,000 to 20, if I am to 200, 8,200. Then cash at bank 480 minus 280, it becomes how much actually? 120. Furniture at branch 1,200 minus 10% is 120, it is 1,080. Stock reserve, I told you I have already calculated 15,000 into 20 divided by 3,000. Goods sent to branch 79,000 into 100. On sales, that is 79,000 into 20, it is 15,800. The other reserve also have been written, right? Directly it has been written, right? Now, what you have to do is then find out general profit and loss account, how much actually it is, that is 10,900. That means the profit of the branch is 10,900. Students, any clerical error, you just adjust, because I have done it very fast because of your fast of approaching examination. Any error at any point, you please check and do it. Most important concept, that is section D. Say it is either skill development or lab or case, whatever it is, right? Say we have given few questions, I have not answered, right? Because we do have that confusion, but you need not worry, right? So we will get you a separate video within 3 or 4 days, especially for section D, that is how to get you the question on case study or on development, skill development, right? With answer, we are going to get that video separately, especially for section D under financial accounting. In that you will be able to follow everything, right? So you remember, you are going to get one more separate video, especially on section D. So my humble request once again in the last, that those who have not subscribed for our channel, please subscribe and share among your friends to get what actually updates continuously, right? Thank you. I wish all the students all the best for your exams.